We're only as good as the rest of the cast. We all service each other. This cast is phenomenal. I'm telling you what. All the storylines in the show, they're all powerful and exciting. No matter what you're into, there's going to be a character in here for you, I think.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Now tell us a little bit about your character. Your character is like the epitome of why we have crack cocaine in Los Angeles. Now the Mexican wrestler, I believe.
Yep.
Yes.
Now that
Luchador,
guy,
a
that
luchador.
luchadores, man. Now how far back how much research did you have to do to get into that character?
First of all, I did the first pilot.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have a very good background with luchadores because I had to train twice for only for the second pilot. So, and I read a lot. I saw American Me, Blood In Blood Out, Mexican movies with luchadores, El Santo,
El Santo, El Santo, clásico.
etc. And it's the big opportunity for an actor to know all that stuff, to discover all that stuff.
No, so my character, Alejandro Esteves, is a Contra fighter from Nicaragua, and he enlists the help of the CIA agent located in Los Angeles to help him import, yes, the cocaine into Los Angeles to fund kind of the off-the-books war. So there's a lot of material out there, and it's very interesting, and it's very fascinating. I encourage anybody to look up, what was going on at the time and what they presume was happening between these two factions. And it's like a really dangerous game that these two characters play, and the stakes are really, really high. But I think that makes it very exciting, makes it dangerous, but it also makes it fun to watch.
Now where we can find you on social media? Can the audience follow you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter?
Of course, we're both on Instagram. Juan Javier Cárdenas, that's my name.
Peris-Mencheta, it's mine.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Is Peris-Mencheta?
Creo que sí.
Yeah,
I think so.
Peris-Mencheta.
Yeah, both on Instagram.
Juan Gustavo, thank you so much for stopping by. Miss Hyatt just hit the black carpet, SNOWFAll. Now you play Miss Lovely Saint, the mother of these two troublemakers of those arts. What can we expect from your character this season?
A lot of truth. Sissy Saint is the mama she's a single mom trying her very best to raise a man, and I think that most people from the African community will understand this woman. And what you will see from her is the challenge of raising a man on your own. How do you do that? How do you see your son going down a path that is not healthy? And how do you pull him back and yet let him be who he is and let him find his own way? The journey that all parents, and especially single parents, have to deal with.
Now the 80s was a different time. We don't have all this technology that we do now. How would you say the less of a technology influenced the culture that we have today?
How does technology? I mean, the immediate access, I think, has a lot to do with our communication nowadays. When I was a kid, I had to learn everybody's number. Now nobody knows anybody's number. Do you know you waited? No, I didn't even have email when I was a kid. It's just become more immediate, more urgent, more right now, and we don't have the patience that we were forced to have because we were at a slower time, and I think that has affected our ability to communicate with each other.
What were some of the challenges that you faced on set as far as like getting into character, deal with some of those difficult moments that you had to get into?
As the story went on, the scenes become more difficult, more emotional. They become harder. They become more in your face, and it was difficult, But what always saved me was connecting to John's words, connecting to Dave's words, because they write so truthfully that you don't really have to make anything up. All you, as the artist, as the actor, have to do is surrender yourself to the truth on the page and take your ego out of it. And the moment you do that, some magic starts to happen that is beyond you.
How was it working with John?
John Singleton is a painter, and he is Picasso, Matisse. He has created the masterpiece already. This is my opinion. He already has created the masterpiece, and what you're being asked to do is to be that stroke. And at first it was like, oh my gosh, it was a struggle because my head wants to get in the way. My head, my ego wants to be like, I want to do it this way. And John is, but the moment, like I said, the moment you let go of your ego and you tune into his truth, his masterpiece. Because when you see him working, you start seeing it in his eyes. And the more I allowed myself to let go of my own thoughts, my own expectations, my own ideas of who Sissy should be or what she should be doing, and I connected to John and his truth and just said yes, it unfolded in ways I didn't even know I had it.